Thank you, Mr. Sheehy. And many thanks to the generous scholarship donors who've come together in Vienna, Virginia this afternoon. My name is Mackenzie Brielmann. President Jones identified me as an admissions office insider who has glimpsed the future of the college. That's true. That is who I am, and that is what I've seen. I'm also a senior whose grandmother attended Dickinson, class of '61. My aunt graduated from Dickinson with the class of '97, and both of my parents are members of Dickinson's class of '92. I take great pride in keeping the legacy alive. As a third-generation Dickinsonian, I will graduate in about 6 weeks, having majored in dance and psychology. My 4 years at Dickinson have been filled with discovery and enrichment, and I could not have chosen a better place for me to learn and grow through these undergraduate years. I imagine that most of you know from your own experiences as Dickinson students that while we've all majored and perhaps minored in 1 or 2 specialties, Dickinson's wise commitment to the liberal arts helped us to avoid closing doors to other areas of intellectual exploration. As first-year students, we may have been eager to narrow our focus, but Dickinson sensibly says, not yet. I am so glad that Dickinson does. I am not out there yet, but I understand that the wider world may insist that I narrow my focus and may restrict my opportunities to indulge my intellectual curiosity. Thanks to Dickinson, I know better than to let narrowness undermine my plans. I would not have been able to attend Dickinson without scholarship support. I think I owe about as much thanks to Dr. Lois Price Piper, a member of the class of 1951, who established my scholarship, as I do to Dickinson for the confidence and clarity and compassion that will help me get a well-grounded start in that wider world I mentioned a few minutes ago. I have worked with Dickinson's Office of Admissions as a tour guide and now an intern. The reason President Jones says that I have glimpsed the future of the college is because I give campus tours to prospective students and their families, and I interview applicants as part of the admissions process. I work the pipeline. I've seen and spoken with hundreds of high schoolers who visit Dickinson to see whether they get that feeling on campus, to sit in on that class that is so enlivening that they can't believe it's school. To do what I know I did, find out whether they can see themselves at Dickinson. In one way or another, over the last few years, I've gotten to know the members of the next entering class way before convocation or new student orientation. So many times, sitting in conversation with a great young student, flanked by a supportive and hopeful family, I've thought, apply, there will be a scholarship for you. Because of you in this room, and many other alumni and parent donors who support scholarships, I have been right. Thank you for helping me and them. Thank you for helping all of us. I've thought again and again that I wish I could stay on campus, to be among the interesting, inquisitive, and optimistic top students who want to come to Dickinson, only about 600 of whom the college will enroll. I've wished that I could stay on campus to be among the students who will push new ideas forward with Dickinson. I'd like to see the new data analytics major mature and the farm lab facility open, and all the other new and necessary avenues of learning that the next Dickinson students will demand. At Dickinson, I've been urged to seek the experiences I crave, so I am thinking about a full-time position with our Office of Admissions. Hopefully, I can continue to help shape Dickinson's bright, bright future. Thank you for these few minutes. Now please welcome my fellow student speaker today, Peter Gumma.